5 alternative reasons to live or retire in the state of Nevada. My name is Steve, and about a year ago and change, I made a video entitled 37 Cool Things About Reno from a 37-year resident. And now I'm a 38-year resident, and I was thinking about that video recently, and there are a couple of other ideas that I thought I'd share with you. Not necessarily about Reno specifically, but to Nevada as a whole. There's lots of videos, lots of content out there, largely from realtors that will tell you all about the best neighborhoods, the best restaurants, the best schools, the best hookah lounges, whatever you're looking for. So I thought I'd dig up my 5 alternative reasons to live or retire in the state of Nevada. One of the best things about being a Nevada resident is that there is no state income tax here. If you live somewhere where taxes are out of control or you just don't approve of how your money is being spent, you'll find a little bit of a refuge here in Nevada. I could be wrong, but I think I remember back 20, 30 years ago, there was something on the ballot that added language to the Nevada Constitution. And it went something like, there can never be a state income tax in the state of Nevada. I could be wrong. If I am, please let me know in the comments. Revenue for the state is derived from assessments on the hotel casino industry, sales taxes, and taxes on things like booze and cigarettes. We also have a very fair property tax rate, in my opinion, as compared to the rest of the country. I like to look at real estate listings fairly regularly because I'm interested in what our market is doing and how other markets are doing, both here in the West and back east. If you go to realtor.com, you can click on a property and then scroll down to property history, and you can see what the property taxes are for any given property. I'll look at homes in places like California, Oregon, and Texas, and whoa, I'm glad I live in Nevada. We also have no inheritance or estate taxes here. Remember that I said this was an alternative list? Well, reason number 2 is that it is possible to get a concealed firearm permit here in Nevada. There are many other states where it's difficult or nearly impossible to get one. But here in Nevada, you take the all-day class, you demonstrate your capabilities for your instructor, you apply at the sheriff's office, and you don't be a convicted felon. For a complete rundown of what's involved, consult your local sheriff's office. I am not the authority on all of this. And not everyone will agree with me, but in this day and age, I appreciate living in a state where I know that I'm around law-abiding citizens that just might have my back in any given situation. An armed society is a polite society. All right, let's talk about bugs. Who doesn't like talking about bugs? A million years ago, I lived in Southern California, and I remember cockroaches. La cucaracha. I grew up in southern Michigan, and I remember mosquitoes. I am here to tell you that while these things do exist in Nevada, in my experience, they come at very reduced levels than other areas. You will read about mosquito abatement programs here, and I'm sure they can be a problem in wetter areas, but I live in suburban Northwest Reno, and we are not bothered by mosquitoes at all during any season. I've lived here for 38 years, and I've owned 4 dogs during that time. Not one of them has ever had a flea. Not a flea. They've never had a tick. Now, granted, these have been suburban house dogs that don't run around in nature and in fields very often. And in my 38 years here, I have never seen a cockroach. Things could be different in southern Nevada, but I've never lived there, so I don't know for sure. But here in northern Nevada, we, or should I say I, am not bothered by bugs. but we do have rattlesnakes. So there's that. Like I mentioned before, I grew up in southern Michigan, and I remember the humidity. I'm talking the kind where you just walk outside and your clothes start to cling and you feel like you need a shower. God love you if you live in a climate like that, but like the cliche goes, in Nevada, it is a dry heat. A good portion of Nevada is desert, and we just don't have the environmental conditions that contribute to a lot of humidity. You just have to be able to deal with the heat, especially in southern Nevada. I remember visiting Las Vegas one time, gosh, 15, 20 years ago, and I wanted to see this famous guitar store. So I called them up and I asked if they were within walking distance from my hotel, since I didn't have a rental car with me or anything like that. And the guy on the phone said something like, "Yeah, I guess we're in walking distance." I could sense that he was shaking his head, and then he said, "You realize it's boiling hot out there." So there was something about walking a couple miles in 110-degree heat that made me put off that visit to that guitar store for another time. There will be some times, like around storms, where the humidity will build, but it's never oppressive. And number 5, if you like off-road driving, you will like Nevada. Most major municipalities here like Reno, Las Vegas, and Elko have close by mountains and wide open deserts in the proximity. Nevada is still the Wild West in some respects. In my 20s, I lived in West Covina, California, in Southern California for a minute. And if I wanted to go off-roading at that time, well, there's just not a lot of opportunity. I'm kind of new to off-roading here in my 6th decade, but I am looking forward to seeing more of what that has to offer here in the state of Nevada. All right, I hope that was helpful to somebody out there. I'd love to hear your comments. Please leave yours in the comments section. Let me know how you feel. And please like the video, subscribe to our channel, especially if you'd like to learn more about our area. And I appreciate you watching. Thank you. And as Harold S. Smith Sr. of Harold's Club always said, I'm with you. Cheers.